Welcome to the still as of named, unnamed podcast / discussion videos with, I believe your YouTube name is Gundar Thresh.
Oh, I've
right?
got my real name on there. It's Callum Johns. I've been using. Watch my
Right.
videos, you'll know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been busy. I would be watching your videos more often, but
Yeah,
stuff
that's
comes
alright.
up.
And yeah, I'm Callum
But-
Johns. I'm doing my own bit of a Star Wars thing on YouTube I started recently. And cool.
And then there's me, which so far my videos have mostly been rebuttals for Tab Larkin, Mandalore, his discussion videos on his Clone Wars stuff, which coming later this week should be the final say on that, at least on my end. But
So you've got a couple of back and forth videos going, as I think I saw a bit.
yeah, hopefully this will be the last thing with Tab Larkin and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm not. It's just kind of, to me, it's become spiraling out of control. But
yeah, I think if
wow, I've had fun.
If you go too far into it, then it just becomes an endless cycle.
Right.
So yeah, it's cool.
By the way, this is not a jewel. This is a USB stick. So
why not both?
I don't know, because jewels are, I don't know. I never got into vaping, but
and Chewbacca,
if you are,
yeah, Chewbacca represent day. Woo!
It's almost Life Day, people.
We gotta sing the song that Leia sang.
Oh God. Carrie Fisher's performance for singing isn't bad. It's just
you can tell she's
really
high.
weird. Yeah, she is high, but it isn't the
No offense, respect the dead and all that, but you can tell.
Yeah. So anyway, podcast. This is our second time around with this. First time around, just files just went away completely.
And we tried streaming it to Twitch, which apparently only keeps them for 24 hours.
Yeah, they used to keep them for, I believe, a month before, which I was not aware of. They changed this since I last streamed, which was probably more than a year ago. I think I streamed The Old Republic, which I've been doing a smuggler playthrough for Twitch only. But yeah,
if I streamed to Twitch, my Shadows of the Empire playthrough would have gone a lot longer, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe YouTube gaming / their live. I think that would work better simply because I think you can, after it's done, you can stream it directly onto the platform and upload it. But yesterday, when was the last time? This is going to be number one, a segment we're going to do probably we're going to try every discussion / podcast type deal here. And that would be kind of going over what we last bought for our EU collections and stuff like that. So that was, an idea that I came up with and later agreed to by everyone.
Yeah.
So,
and hopefully we'll have more people on this.
Right. Damn it, Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, we're calling out. Shout out to Jedi Master Daniel 96. You better join us.
Yeah. You join the next one, dude.
Yeah.
Damn it, we gave him a free shout out. What the hell have we done?
Well, you said his name anyway. I thought I may as well.
Yeah, that is true.
But he's done. He's been doing some book reviews and stuff. So.
Right.
May as well chuck his link. Then.
Yeah, and I'm going to get into book reviews. I just haven't been reading a lot lately.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm doing them when I
More.
have time, and when I finish them, I'll just do the videos because I take notes to it and do that.
I will say you and Dan get through novels like nothing. Like,
It's because I'm making time for them.
I know, and I have to too. Like I tried again recently. A chapter before bed didn't work. So the next day I was
Yeah.
just like, ah, damn it, we gotta
Well,
put
what
it
I
off
found, I
again.
smashed through my recently finished book was The Mandalorian Armor. Woo. And I
Heard it was good.
my parents were driving, so I read it in the car, and that helped.
Right. I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I've put on before. I think audiobooks.
Oh,
Death
yeah.
Plagueis is one of the audiobooks I've put on before. I'm just gonna reread through that though. So yeah, it's interesting. So when was the last time do you think you went like actively and bought something?
Oh, a few weeks ago, I went online, bought another bunch of books to finish off. So I actually finished the Boba Fett series, and this one came today.
Which is Hunted, which I
Yeah.
believe is the second or third book.
It's number 4.
Okay, it's the
And
fourth.
for whatever
All right.
reason, on the Essential Reader's Companion goes between Wild Space and Shadowpoint.
You see, I'm going to get into that book. I mean, we can get into that book later, but the thing is with that book, it was written by Pablo. If you know the EU community, at least in all EU circles I've been in, and I think maybe you can attest to this, Pablo is widely hated.
Yeah. But I still think his book's a good resource.
Yeah, they are. However, I will say that the whole Clone Wars timeline's bunged up, and
Well,
I think
that was a bit of a mess anyway. You needed someone to go through it, I think, like you did, to put everything how it makes sense chronologically.
Right. And I we'll get into this in a different discussion. I'm not going to spend too much time on this.
We'll just dedicate one podcast, or we'll call it a discussion at the moment, on the Clone Wars.
Exactly. Because I want to hear people's input on my timeline, specifically. I think Daniel looked at it a little bit.
I'll have to look at it properly as I go through. The best way, I think, to do it would be to go through it and read and watch everything in order. But I don't know if I have the time. But yeah.
And of course, I have to, put in my own kind of theories and retcons into how it all fit together.
Which
but
some
it's not
things
something major.
I think as far as making an official way it fits in, well, we're talking about it now, aren't we? But as far as an official way it fits in a way, it should probably only take official retcons. And not fan retcons.
And those are not coming anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
apart from something that's apparently alluded to, but yeah, get to that later.
The one thing I will admit that I did ignore completely, would probably be the MedStar books. Not completely ignored. The ending of, I think, the second book where Barris gets knighted. That's just, we've seen that before with Coruscant Knights.
And Barris on those books is about the same age as Anakin because she had one at the same time.
Right. I think Anakin's a tad bit older, but
yeah, not as much. She's not Ahsoka aged.
No, she. And even in I'm going to say this right now before we get off track. We're going to get back to this, but I didn't. Barris in TCW is kind of an in-between age. She's obviously older than Ahsoka, but younger than Anakin in that. And you have to think, Ahsoka is probably, I think, only 6 to 8 years younger than Anakin is.
Makes sense, I think.
Yeah, so...
I haven't looked at all the dates and everything to figure it out in my head, but it makes sense.
All right, so on to our previous topic. So I pulled off everything I had in my collection, which is right there. Oh wait, right there. Yeah. So that's my bookshelf. I'm gonna see if I can adjust the lighting really fast.
Have I got?
Hold up. Let's see it.
Something's got
there. There we go. That's probably better lighting.
Right.
So I pulled off what I needed to off those bookshelves, and so I have them right here. These are my last 2 months of what I've gotten. And on the EU Rebellion, I think I did. I think I called it another fine addition to my collection, and I listed out the books I had on there and stuff.
Well, you're shorter than I expected.
Yeah. I'm actually not that short, probably 5 feet. So I'll get to that. But I'm going to focus on what I got yesterday because I went up to, if any of you don't know, and I'm just going to make this clear right now. I'm in Ohio. I kind of like middle of corn. So.
And I'm in Australia.
Australia, mate.
With the time
Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, the time difference is major. But it works.
We're working it out.
So, yeah. So I bought 3 things last night. And one of these things that I bought was basically a replacement of something else I had. So this is what I had, number 1 originally in everything, which was the original Knights game, which I think came in the big box, like cardboard box.
Okay.
So it was this inside of it. So I actually got this from the Revan fan I talked about with you, Callum. So this is technically his, and he let me borrow it. So I basically went out, and I've had KOTOR 2 on PC. I think that was my first EU video game. Would probably be KOTOR 2. And I never had a computer that ran it until probably 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago. Well, I think it's hard to tell now.
I think I'd say my first Star Wars video game is Star Wars Demolition on the PlayStation 1.
I haven't played Demolition. It's on my list of again.
I haven't played it for years now, but I was just thinking back, like, oh yeah, I have that one, or it might be one of those old Game Boy Advance games. But
you know what's weird
to remember properly.
You know what's weird with Darth Maul, because he never got an ending with TCW and Legends. He can fit, and you can put him in Demolition now properly, canonically. So, Aura sings in there, and yeah. So basically, with KOTOR 2, I had like the big, thick PC game box, just like the DVD box, but they were twice as thick. So I found this yesterday, which matches it. So This is now replacing that dual CD thing, and I opened it up, and it's got everything in it. The book in here feels all nice and
now you just have to make it work with Windows 10.
I'm not worried about this.
If you want,
and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. But if I own a PC game that, number 1, is not natively compatible anymore, okay, with the like CDs like this and Windows 10, I will usually just pirate them. Since I did buy the game, I did buy the game.
I've bought the Star Wars collection on Steam. That has Knights of the Old Republic on it.
No, I will buy stuff on Steam. Like, if I really like it or I haven't owned it before, I will buy it. Mm-hmm. Like, case in point with Jedi Knight games. I'm going to still go out and buy like the big boxes and stuff like that for those games.
Yeah.
But
and I'd have to order all of them online, and I have to pay ridiculous shipping prices if I want to do that.
Right.
So I'm tending not to worry about those ones as much.
Right. Second thing is I got yesterday from a half price books was Tales of the Bounty Hunters. Again, half price, brand new book. So I was like, I'm not turning that down. It's $4 for actually probably. I don't know. You don't hear a lot about glowing things about Tales of the Empire or Tales of the New Republic, but you do hear this book come up a lot when you hear of Tales of. You hear this and Jabba's Palace, I think, is what you mostly hear.
I think at the moment those have stood out the most to me. Is ones that really enhance the stories.
Right.
I think it's because Tales of the New Republic doesn't really have all of them joining in with a singular storyline like they do. And what was the other ones? Brain at the moment. I've read them more recently as well, so I remember them properly. And I'll chuck my review to Tales of the Bounty Hunters in the description. It's a really long one because there's so many stories.
I'm really excited to read about IG-88. Therefore, I am, because that's always been a story I've wanted to read and go into. Because
awesome.
I personally like IG-88 over many of the other bounty hunters.
He's really cool,
and I think his backstory is really cool. 4 different droids, and I know the synopsis.
And one of them, when they lost the dogfight, landed on Ord Mantell junkyard and fought Dash Rendar and lost.
Right.
I
actually did like what they. I do like what they did with his voice, and he sounds kind of like a Dalek from Doctor Who.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. That's pretty menacing and awesome.
Yeah. And then I found this. Probably not the best condition. It's definitely going to need a little bit of a cleanup. But I found Tales of the Jedi, the collection, yesterday. So this is something interesting. It looks like there's a bit of like creasing or water damage at the bottom, but it's not that bad. Pages are still white.
I say as long as it's still readable, that's good.
Yeah, it is still readable, but I try not to buy anything that is, a lot like bent up or anything like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I want to say that's it. What I've gotten for December. I've got November's here.
So I probably should get more books out. So you can talk about the rest of what you got, and I'll just grab a couple of things from the shelf. So
that's fine. All right, just tell me when you're back. I just switched into full screen for my cam.
Yeah, no worries. I will do.
All right. Just basically whatever you got for November, if you can remember. Or I usually, with me, I have a checklist on what I get. Not that. Yeah, okay. So basically, I have this checklist that has all of the older stuff in it. All right, I think you're back.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay.
Hearing all the creases on the good microphone and all the running around, yeah.
You're good. So I'll start with, I guess, I picked up 2 Darth Revan action figures. They were both at my local Best Buy. I'm like Callum right there. I don't collect a lot of the pop. I don't collect, action figures too much.
I had a point at one point where I collected the pop figures, and then I sort of went off of it after I bought a set.
Yeah.
Because after a while, they all end up looking the same a bit.
I do see a Shadow Guard back there.
Yeah, that's the main one, I think. That's That's an EU specific one they made, was the Shadow Guard from the Force Unleashed. So, awesome.
I'm gonna see if somebody is selling the Shadow Guard loose for the Black Series, because that's one I want to get.
Nice, yeah.
So I found 2 of these. One of these is going to my friend who loves Revan, so that's his.
Yeah, when I pre-ordered Revan, I ordered one for a friend, so that was cool.
Right.
I think for his birthday, so that's cool.
Alright, so I guess novel first. I got one novel last month, which was in November of 2018, and that was been hard content.
I will just duck back for a sec again.
You're
Keep
good.
talking.
Go ahead. You're good. Haven't read it yet, but again, I hear good things about the Republic Commando books, and I know a bit of what kind of happens to a degree and what it deals with. So this goes. So this is going to be a read that I'm going to have to do. What did it? Oh, this one down there. So, what did you need to get that might relate to Republic Commando?
Alrighty, I just got back, so.
Okay. Did you need to get something that related to Republic Commando, or?
Oh, I have the full series, and I got the video game on Steam. Unless there's figures for it, which would be cool.
There needs to be. Honestly, I can see that being in the fan vote / thing that they're gonna do, probably for the Black Series.
If Hasbro allow expanded universe options this year.
No. Yeah, but you have to think Republic Commandos are also in the new canon.
Oh yeah. Well, what I was thinking of was last year with all that bollocks.
I just thought of something that they could do. And actually, this would be pretty cheap if they did this. How they did the Royal Guards, like Big 4 multi-pack. No, I might. And do the same thing, but do it with Delta Squad.
And Omega Squad, that'd be cool.
It would be, because, number one, you wouldn't have to change any of the character molds. You just have to change the printing on them, which honestly isn't that expensive.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Yeah. So, we talked about the Essential Reader's Companion earlier. I thought I'd grab that out and show the cover.
Yours is... Wait, is that what you did? Do you just, like, make it shiny? Is that what you
That's
put
probably
on, like,
the clear contact on it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Because I contact all of my paperbacks with clear contact so that it preserves them better.
I'm going to have to start doing that, because...
That's better when I lean it forwards. But yeah.
Wait, question. Does your Essential Readers have, like, kind of a bend in one of the corners as well? Because I thought I saw something.
Not that I've noticed.
All right. Because when I got mine off of Amazon... By the way, Amazon, what the hell are you doing? Number one. Because I ordered the Essential Readers Companion. Guess what it comes in from Amazon? It came in one of those, like, manila envelopes.
Oh, God.
That's just, like, has a thin layer of bubble wrap. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, this didn't protect it. And I open it up, and the corner's bent. And I'm just like, what the And the same thing I got with, like, they do it with their, if you buy, at least from what I know, if you buy a novel, they'll do the same thing with that if it's paperback. And it's just like, oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, some of the novels have come in varying packages from whoever sent them. But they've all come in decent condition for me. I don't go on Amazon because a lot of the time they don't ship to Australia.
Really?
Yeah. I go on Amazon and I go to get something and it goes, oh, it doesn't ship to your postcode.
God, that's bad. eBay, hell, people on eBay pack better than Amazon do.
Yeah, I've been using eBay, and another good one for some of the rarer ones is abebooks.com.
I'm gonna have to like look that up.
I'll put the website in the description.
I'm not too worried. Hold up, I'm just gonna look this up now.
I find that quite good. And some of them, I think, for the Essentials Readers Companion I got on there, it was $35, but it came in great condition, so I was pretty happy with it. And the source books always cost a bit more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, done something else. You be part. So I found 3 of these. Kind of disappointed I couldn't find number 4 and 5. But I am glad I did find these because the trade paperback for this series is actually very expensive, and that would be Tales of the Jedi Redemption. So I have the first 3 issues of that. So I was like, sure, might as well.
Oh, there's the Tales of the Jedi Redemption. I have my comics right next to my computer, so
that's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
You have all 5?
I've randomly got comics from comic book shops and stuff at Comic Cons and that when I've seen them. There's the full 5 issues of Redemption.
I do like the art on them. The art is really good, and I'm sort of a comic guy as well. Not that big into them, but I know the basic premise.
I like comics,
what grading is.
But a lot of the time when I'm reading, I read through a comic quickly, and if I'm traveling or something, I want a decent novel, and so I usually read novels.
One of these I think is from October, but I'm just going to ignore it. But I have 3 of these. I just need number 4, and that would be River of Chaos. These never came in a trade paperback on its own, which you get a few of these from time to time where they don't make a trade paperback for them. Case in point, there's this. What I'm going to discuss, I think, next doesn't have one. What was that called? Shit. It was. It wasn't that. It's hard.
I'll go through some of my other recent finds quickly while you're trying to think.
Alright, I've got it over on my bookshelf, but all I need is number 4 there, and just give me a second.
Yeah. Well, I'll say about some of my recent ones is saying that, because I finished the Boba Fett series, I got Crossfire, which is number 2 here. I got Maze of Deception, which is number 3, and for whatever reason it came with the front page taken out, so I sort of tried to fix that in the front. Over. And it's fun when you read it like, happy birthday in the front of it. That means it was given to a kid for a birthday.
Oh, wow.
And then, I've got Hunted, which came today, and A New Threat, which I believe was when General Grievous first appeared.
A New Threat, I think, is the Battle of Zaguba, if I'm correct.
It's been a while. I got all these as ebooks to start with, actually, and I was reading them as ebooks a lot until I got the hard copies.
Right. No, but I figured it out. There is it's called Infinity's End, which was a Quinlan Boss thing.
I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, basically gave the more modern appearance to, I believe, the Night Sisters, in which they have the chalky white skin and stuff like that. So that was the first kind of thing there.
I may as well show. I think one of the most recent figures I got was the Thrawn Black Series. because I wanted to get it.
That's a good one. I got that. You know what's weird? I went out on Force Friday. When that was released, I'm just gonna go to my local Walmart, see what I can find. Lo and behold, it's just like, yes, please. I'm just like, I had a job at the time. I'm just like, I'm buying this. So I just yoink it off the shelf and I just take it home, and
nice.
That figure is now guarding my Thrawn trilogy.
I think while we're primarily expanded universe people here, I have been getting the new novels a bit, the main ones, because I'm going to read them through and give them a decent chance. And I know Daniel as well, Jedi Master Daniel 96 is his YouTube channel. He has been doing reviews on some of the new books as well. But yeah, so the latest edition for that would be the solo novelization.
As far as I'm aware, I don't think they changed a lot from the novelization from the movie.
They didn't change a lot, but they added a lot. Because I have a friend on Facebook that has read it, and he says that he read the book first, and then he said about this event, I'm like, what trial? And there was a whole bit of a trial thing from when he was kicked out of the military in the book that wasn't in the movie.
No, that was supposed to be in the movie. They actually recorded that, and it's on deleted scenes in Solo.
Well, I know that
I have not bought a Star Wars movie since Rogue One.
Fair enough.
Sadly, it's out of principle now, which Solo was good. Not the best, but it was good. A lot more watchable than TLJ. So
TLJ we weren't doing too much, but I've basically been getting them for the collection in the end.
Right.
And that goes how it goes a bit.
Okay, so they also didn't do a trade for Starfighter Crossbones, and they didn't do one for Jedi Quest as well. And the Rebel.
Probably some of the later ones they didn't either.
Yeah, the thing is, it's weird because they are still four-issue arcs, which is what they are, which they would put into that trade. I got this. I need to read it. Just a simple read, and this was kind of the weird, which is weird. I looked into these comics. So I'm sure you've heard of the Star Wars comics Dark Horse was doing, like right before they got bought out. It was just called Star Wars.
I think so, yeah.
Which it was. People are gonna say this. People, and I've looked this up. They kind of made these books kind of in a soft reboot type thing, and I'm just like, okay. Like, it ignores some events from the EU, apparently. But apparently it can still work.
There was the one that was based off the original script as well that they did.
I need to, that's in the thing. I'm also collecting Infinity stuff, so
yeah,
that's fine. So I got this. This seems to be a variant cover where it's got no thing down at the bottom, no barcode. It doesn't have an issue number. It's just the comic itself. So I picked this up. It's issue 1, so it's in good condition. So it's on my reading list. Okay.
Nice.
So these are weird in that I wasn't going to buy them, but I was like, my local comic shop had a deal running. Fill up a bag as much as you can for $10. So how many comics you can fit into this bag, this like magazine bag.
I wish they did that here somewhere.
No, it was only for Black Friday. It's just like, so it's just like, screw it, I will see what I can fit. So I found these, which I plan on getting either the trades or the new ones that they recently released with the one stuff. It's basically the classic Star Wars line that was the newspaper strips. So I found some issues of those. So I've got one issue of the Early Adventures, which was Russ Manning, and I think the rest are Archie ones. Which this one I always do. I also actually, I'm getting tongue-tied. I do like issue the Kenobi kind of arc in that because that's interesting, but these still like teeter on the weird kind of side of Star Wars still. I always think everything before West End Games / Shadows of the Empire, not Shadows of the Empire, the Thrawn trilogy, it was always kind of that weird, it went in a weird direction.
Okay.
So, you know.
I can't say I've read all of that, because I've mainly been reading the novels through, and that's the ones I have. So
I haven't read through those yet. Again, they're just currently taking up shelf space.
So I started reading them through chronologically probably about 2016.
Right. It's hard to keep up chronologically, though.
I have... Yeah. Well, some of it wasn't exactly chronological, because when I had the ebooks, I'd group all the series together and read them as a whole. And that sort of thing. But
you know what's actually weird? I'm going to get into the Boba Fett series after I'm done with this, which is almost done, by the way. And I'm going to talk to you about that. So, really fast here. I found all 4 issues of the Rebel Opposition, which are actually they aren't rare, but I was lucky enough to find all 4 issues in a big lot of comics. So that was actually a really good find. And since it never got a trade, God, I'm getting bad right now with my words. So since it never got a trade, I picked them up. I was like, I needed these. So that's what good came out of that day was I got these.
Cool.
So I should have all the single issues now of Rogue Squadron. Now all I need to do is get the trades for stuff. All right. Now I'm on to trade paperbacks again. And these first 2 I got at another local comic store. He was running a Black Friday price on them for half off trades. So I got this, which is Knight Errant Volume 3 for $10. And this always confuses me because in here, I'm going to see if I can find it.
I thought the Knight Errant novel was a really good snapshot of the era, and it would have been cool to see more of that sort of era.
Yeah, that would have been, what, the New Sith Wars?
Just before the Old Republic. Yeah.
It was 30 years
I think
before...
It's before Knights of the Old Republic.
No, it's after Knight.
Brain, it's after the Old Republic. What am I doing? Brain. It's sort of after they're defeated and they retreated after the events in the Star Wars: The Old Republic, I'm guessing. Which have yet to be closed off, and they still make expansion material.
I'm glad that that's still a thing, but I'm just waiting for the inevitable. They're going to close those servers probably within the next 2-3 years.
Let's be realistic. They're only keeping on because they signed a contract.
Well, yeah. That is also the only other reason.
Make the most of it while you can.
However, I don't... Sorry. I hope it doesn't screw with... Because their next update is going to OSIS. I hope that doesn't screw up any EU lore.
Well, so far...
With that.
There's a lot of years in between, so most likely there could be an explanation that we just don't know about.
Right. It's just weird what they can do. We could always see the beginning of, what is it called? That fourth tribe on the planet.
The Lost Tribe of the Sith? I forget.
No, I'm looking this up because I am curious.
Probably have to cast my mind back to Dawn of the Jedi.
They were in they were in Dark Empire too.
Oh, the one with Vema Sunrider.
It was the Yasana.
Okay. I can't say I'm very familiar with them. I think they're more comic related.
They were. The Yasana they were in Galaxy of Fear, funny enough.
I probably missed a reference there. But
yeah.
Once I finish my chronological read through on my reviews, I'll go back and review all the ones that I haven't before, so that'll be cool.
Right. They were only mentioned in that. Their biggest claim is Dark Empire 2 and Empire's End. And they appear in a flashback in Crimson Empire.
That'd be why. I don't think I've completely read those. I've read the issues that I have, but I haven't read the full story, so...
Yeah. It's different. I'd have to look into it more. I should have everything pretty much. It looks like Dark Empire and notes. So I should have pretty much almost everything for USANA and my collection, so I can always reference anything in there. So what always bothered me about Knight Errant was the inclusion of... I gotta find it. And I don't know about you, but it's really weird. So the artist...
Okay.
You see that? It's just three-colored LAATs. It's just like, oh, how lazy.
Yeah.
So
some parts you can say, yeah, that was lazy. And then later on they'll be like, the Republic Army got inspired by the old ship designs.
Yeah, or Rothana got plans for the old ship. This is another one that I'm glad I found. This was on my list to get because I originally bought when Marvel was starting to reprint stuff.
Right.
I bought two of them, like the big omnibuses of it was, I think, the Empire Volume 1 and the New Republic Volume 1. And honestly, I wasn't very pleased with the quality of them in general. So I'm slowly trying to collect things so I can sell those and get some money back to buy better material and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we've all had our times when we have to have a learning curve of where to get the books and where not to.
Exactly. Also, it's weird because I'm under the impression, yes, they now own the rights to the Star Wars. They own the comic rights, and they can give those to whoever. But I think it's just weird to see a Dark Horse graphic novel or something now republished under Marvel's name.
Yeah,
I just think that's weird.
And I haven't looked at one closely. Do they have Dark Horse logo on the back of them as well, or is it just Marvel?
No.
So they're not even crediting the original publisher properly.
Exactly. So that's another that's the main problem I didn't collect those, was because I'm not seeing anything Dark Horse on them. All I'm seeing is the Marvel logo. I'm seeing this and this. I'm just like, you're not crediting the original people. Like, you're not crediting the original publisher.
And when you do that as well, people who are new to looking at the comics and that might think they're new Marvel comics.
Right.
Because it takes a little bit of research even to just say, oh, this is Expanded Universe and this is new canon, that sort of thing.
Right. It's weird. I won't say that Marvel has done a bad job on their comics, but they can do better. The art on it is
from what I've seen, the art could be improved, and the story writing hasn't been as original.
You know what really offended me? There is, it looks like even in the Thrawn graphic novel / comics, they did Vader in that. Okay. And the Vader that they used was a direct trace or rip or refilter of the one from Rebels. So the helmet, it just looks weird. It's
especially if they did the other art differently, so how Rebels is done.
Exactly, and it's just like, it looks weird. I'm just like, it's not appealing to me. And then you've got the stuff like the high realistic stuff, which I'm sorry, it is fucking traced. I don't get how Marvel's getting away with that.
I've seen some that are just definitely traced from Empire Strikes Back or that. It's just.
I mean, I miss Jan Dursema. Like that art, her art was really good, and I miss that.
Or even the art of Dark Empire, even if it didn't hit every single time. It had some great shots in it. Had some great panels.
Dark Empire's
and
art is
great ones.
Right. The thing, I have a problem with Dark Empire's art, specifically the lack of color. The choice of color.
I think it was when they just washed it over all with the same color. Those were the ones that I didn't like as much. And then they had the ones that it's like they got more a certain amount of money, so they had to focus it on certain panels. So they did it really well on some panels, and then on some of the others, no.
Yeah. It's just... I mean, that would be one I would love to see a modern recolor. Like they redid the colors on them, because I think that book would really shine if they did that.
Yeah.
But
of course, they don't really want to put more time into the Expanded Universe now than they have to.
Exactly. Again, this is that thing, and it's Purge, and these are really good. I think probably we'll talk about some of our favorites after, but yeah, almost done. The Protocol Offensive, which kind of rare, and it has co-written by C-3PO himself, Anthony Daniels. The art in this is really weird. It's watercolor. It's just very weird.
I think Anthony Daniels has voiced C-3PO in all the cartoons as well.
Yeah. Not from memory. TCW.
Okay.
TCW, I think he was replaced with Troy Baker, I think.
Okay, I haven't looked it up. I was just thinking that from the ones I've looked at, he's been there.
Let's see.
Even the old Droids cartoon and everything, he's in.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe. I know the original Droids cartoon he was, so I know that much. I will say I've been very close to Anthony Daniels. At Celebration. I was in the crowd when he was on stage.
That's another thing. It'd be nice to have a celebration in Australia.
They should. Honestly, I think they should. I forget what your guys' largest convention center is. I know you guys have RTX.
There's a lot of big places, really, that we could use for it. Even if they just start in Sydney, there's a lot of Star Wars fans, so I think it'd pick up well.
I mean, how, like, they did in fucking Tokyo. I mean, I'm sure more English speakers... Not saying that... Oh, God,
I don't know really Tokyo's population compared to Australia, but yeah.
I'm guessing Tokyo might be a little bit larger because you guys have some wide ranges of, like, you know, could be miles and miles, before you hit another civilization. And this is the last thing I got, and that would be...
I got that for Christmas last year.
Yeah, it's actually really cool looking through it. Stellar Envy and
here's one.
Stellar Envoy.
Do you have this one?
I do not have that. I've seen that in some half-price books.
I got it ages ago. It's outdated by now, but I got it because I got the collector's edition of SWTOR when I pre-ordered it and everything. And
you know what sucks? Here's you gotta listen to this story. My local game shop was selling the collector's edition of that, and I was like, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to come back here next week. I'm going to purchase that, and I'm going to have, like, the Malgus figure that comes with, the journal, everything. I come back, it's gone. I'm just like, damn it.
Well, I had a similar sort of thing, but it was even more aggravating. With EB Games is an Aussie game company, and you can pre-order stuff. I pre-ordered a Star Wars PlayStation 4. Which, if I should take the camera around. That's this one. But that's not the one that I got from EB Games. Because I was on holiday and I got back and then there was none there. And they said they just refunded me.
What the
Oh no, they couldn't even order in another one. It's just bad.
Lazy. Question, I don't know if you guys... This is an unrelated question, but I don't know if you guys have in Australia mud cake.
We have mud cake, but I don't think we have the brand thing in a box. Right. We make mud cake.
Yeah, my girlfriend recommended that stuff to me, and I'm just like, okay, I'll try it. By the way, long distance relationships. Jeez, I hate them.
I've seen a lot of them fall apart.
No, ours is actually pretty good. The thing is,
you need the right people for it.
Yeah, I've never met her in real life, though, so that's the thing.
Oh, that's different as well.
I know what she looks like. We FaceTime and stuff like that, so we're good on that front. But, gosh, what was I going to talk about next?
Anyway, I can show future plans. I've got my list of Star Wars books to get, and the EU ones left. I'll just see if I can do that. Share that. Yeah, there's my list. Hopefully people can read it. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit.
Yeah, I have your thing now on full screen for recording. Yeah. So let me see what you... Star Wars Adventures. I'm gonna pull up my checklist type thing. I have mine all in a spreadsheet because I like having, like, number one, where's the date, where it goes, what kind of book type it is, the author, the...
Well, as you can see, I've color-coded. Adult novels are black. Junior novels are that green.
Right.
And children's books I did have as blue in another section, but I haven't worried about them as much.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about children's books simply because it's not... it's not that it's a bad thing, but something. It's rare that you find a children's book that relates to the overall Star Wars EU lore.
I think they're some of the last I'm gonna get if I get. I've got so I'll go through. I've got Star Wars Adventures. Those I have left to get. So I think
those ones, the episode 2 ones, those are pretty hard to find.
I've got episode 1 Adventures. They were hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've got Adventures in Hyperspace.
I've found both of those in half-price books before.
Nice.
I just haven't.
So if you see any of these, please get them, and then you can send them to me.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Star Wars Missions. We've got.
Do you have all the Rebellion era novels? You have a lot of I'm gonna say you have a lot. I have.
These ones I'm gonna replace because I don't like the Legends banner on them, and the rest of my collection doesn't have the banner on it, so I'd like to keep it that way.
That's fair. No, you know what's stupid? Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find that image, but you keep on talking.
But at the moment, I've got all the adult novels, so it's just all these junior novels. Star Wars Adventure Journals I need to find somewhere. And they're even rare. ABE Books has been good for rarer ones. They're even not as prolific on ABE Books.
This is just... Hold up. Copy image address. Yes. I'm going to show you something, and you are just going to be like, why is this a thing? Hold up.
And then at the last, I've got these children's books, which are the Wookiee Storybook and a couple of the other odd ones. And then it goes into reference books, and I'll get reference books after the novels, because I'm a lot more into the story.
Okay, I'm going to tell you with the reference books what I recommend. Let's see, good. I've got the Essential Guide to Characters.
I've seen Matt Wilkins' video on what reference books he recommends. Some of them are outdated and stuff.
One is Once Upon a Galaxy, the Journal of the Making of. That's weird. I haven't heard of that one.
I'll have to send you a link to that, and we can Google it.
You can. I don't have any of the cross sections. I've read them though. The art books.
Yeah, I've got.
Oh, do you have the Clone Wars art book?
What am I doing? I've got these ones. I've got.
All right.
So sometimes I've got them and then I've forgotten to take them off the list.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. When I've highlighted them, I've taken them all together.
The technical journals. Very interesting. I do have that in my collection, and I do know where to get another copy.
Yeah.
So
nice. If you could get the one with all of them, that's easiest.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And to make it worthwhile for the postage costs, it'd be good to get a stack and then send them.
Yeah, fair. The thing is,
I've just got these ones. I'm probably missing a few, but I copy and pasted it off of Wikipedia.
Let's see.
The Star Wars Vault I've got. What am I doing?
Star Wars Vault. Power of Myth. Hold up. I've got my reference books right here. Do you have... There's Infinities, Visual Guides.
Visual Guides. One moment. I'll go off of this because it's easier.
Visual Guides.
Share options, shop steering screen, and then I can chuck camera back on. All right. So I've got the ultimate visual guide. I can actually show off what extra books I've got a little bit here. Some of them I do have down south where I was at university until I changed course in my life. So fun.
Wait, why do you still have them down there?
Because I'm going to go over to Sydney, and I'm up in Darwin at the moment.
Darwin?
Yeah, it's in the middle up the top. Easy explanation of the geography.
Sydney. But,
yeah. One sec.
That one is a good one. I personally do like that one.
So, reference books. As far as visual guides go, I've got the ultimate visual guide. I found that in a shop, actually. I think I've seen some copies around as well still, so it's pretty cool.
Does that have the dust jacket on it?
Oh, this one doesn't.
No.
What I find cool is this whole timeline bit, but then it doesn't have past a certain point in time of when it was published. So.
Yeah, which is something that I don't get why they never redid in future editions, because the thing is, they expanded in that book more and more, but they didn't include anything else, and it just was like, oh, that's disappointing.
It would have been good if they started doing it with the transition between the EU and the new timeline, if they created all the reference books and resource books, because the timeline's now finished, basically.
Right.
I've also got a few odd ones. What have I got here? Some random ones from my youth. From when I was younger. This one I actually got a bunch from someone. This wasn't from when I was younger, but this one, data file for the episode.
That's actually interesting. Let me see if I could find that in mine. Hold up. Because I just, again.
It's got a diary and note-taking things in that.
Really? Can I see? Like, can you open it up?
Put it back up. Yeah. So we've got personal data file, and there's a diary part where you can have a diary.
So is it like is it like just a notebook, or is it
and
just
then
kind
it
of
has some information randomly through it?
Okay.
And I think
that's actually very interesting. I'm going to have to add that.
Has a bit of a schematic and stuff, so it's cool. And it has that for... what was this one? Oh, this part's expanding. It's been a while since I've looked at this. It has a whole thing from the pod racer, which is cool.
Do they? That looks like it was. Okay, you know what's weird? Okay, that seems to be. That first bit there seems to be a reprint of the vehicle cross section.
So it probably is. To be honest.
And that other one in the back looks like it's from the visual dictionary.
Well, there we go.
So.
And then
I'm going to say
one that I've actually taken notes on here. Revenge of the Sith. And this is interesting.
I mean, that's probably like when we both kind of got into Star Wars. Was probably around that time.
Yeah, with my terrible childish handwriting.
Oh yeah.
There's a funny bit in this.
I feel bad because when I was a child, because I've got like 2 of these.
If you can see the bad handwriting, anyway, I can read it. My favourite part of the film is when Anakin is burnt into molten lava.
It's like you should. I love how George Lucas is like the thing is with George Lucas. You did hear about like I wouldn't take a 6-year-old to see this.
Yeah.
Like, it's too graphic.
I think I was a little bit older, but yeah. I think I was about 8 or whatever when I started watching Star Wars.
I would have been 7 when. I think I was 7 when.
Who's Nathan? I don't even remember. It's got a calendar. It's got someone's birthday in there. I don't even remember. As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has little
Watch later in the day. That's gonna come back to you, like who Nathan is. So you know what's weird? Okay.
So it's got this part in this one, which looks like it could be from one of the.
That's actually interesting. I've never seen that reprinted. I'm just like looking at the sides and everything. That is actually interesting. I have
It's a little bit of the back.
If you want to talk about like bad, stupid, childish mistakes, look what I did when I was a kid. This is from 1983. I just feel like a total dumb. I'm gonna look up episode 1 data file. Maybe it was.
But I could still name all the characters. It had little puzzles in it. And the Guess Who, I can still name all the characters.
C-3PO R2.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. That one is a big. There's Grievous, Vader, Chewbacca, and Yoda.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was a kid to go. Yeah.
Or is this it? No, I just can't find anything on those. Those must have been. I want to say that those might have been Australian or that kind of like, exclusive kind of stuff, which is interesting. I thought I've heard about that data file thing before, but I just can't find anything on Wikipedia. But
it's got £5.99 on the back. It might be UK-ish.
Yeah. Then that's. Oh wait, data file.
I'm not sure if it's a data file. It says fun facts on it, so it's a different sort of
fun facts for. Yeah, it could have been. That could have been part of a promotional thing for the fact file type thing.
Yeah, it could have been.
Which, by the way,
Empire Strikes Back book of basically all the Topps cards.
That's in my list of stuff to get to because that's good.
Because I think I went to Rancho Obi-Wan and I got a few things.
I've met Sansweet at Celebration. He was at his one booth.
Cool.
Holy crap! That goes for a lot of money.
It does.
The episode 1 fact, the data file.
Damn.
Apparently it goes for $28 US. So.
Oh. Whereas Essential Reader's Companion News still goes for $35. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still gonna say the dating that Pablo did in that book for TCW, starring 22 BBY, was an error. I'm gonna live that. I'm gonna keep saying that to the day, because again they changed that to 21. But yeah,
I might as well have a quick look because it might.
Yeah, I will show you what because I don't think I've ever shown you this. And sure, it wasn't
because it got the Clone Wars novel here, and it's got 22.
At 22.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to send you this because this is interesting. Oh, I want to discuss that one image with you, the one I sent you earlier. But if you go, it says that right on the thing I just sent you on Discord.
Oh, I have to look. I've got Discord full screen for the recording, so jump on top.
You should be fine. Unless you have some like.
I just don't want to mess up how the recording looks.
You'll be fine. Like, the thing is, if we cut away from each other's heads for a couple of minutes to like look on something, that's fine. That's part
people understand. What's it gonna do?
If you look at behind the scenes,
right? I might as well just make this go full. I'm working it out. People can put up with it. I'm just gonna resize it and look on my phone. Just gonna
that's fine.
Actually, I can chuck it. So we've got an annual 2011. Is that what you wanted to look at?
Yeah. Do you have Discord on your phone?
Yeah,
no?
I do.
Alright.
I just sort of show a little bit underneath. And what have you got? You've sent that Styles book collection.
Yeah, that is number one. I'm gonna just like click on this image.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up myself.
Because that is, I want you to see something.
Open original. Links to Snoopy. I'll go to a link. Okay. Okay, that's gonna open Google Chrome there.
So, if you zoom in on that image, the guy has. I mean, this is number one, the collection everyone wants. Let's be perfectly honest. Everyone wants a collection.
If I turn, put this up a bit. Turn screen share on. Look at that one. So people can see, and then.
Yeah.
So. If we zoom in on that one.
That is ridiculous. Number one. What's the first thing you notice there in that collection? Which, honestly, I find very unnecessary.
The random one's in the middle.
Okay, well, I mean, two of them, that's fine, but I feel like
showing them facing forward comparatively. Otherwise, you've displayed what looks like. Oh, if I can go here. You've displayed what looks like some comics, and then you have boxes in the corner.
No, this is what really irks me here. He's got 3 different types of the same damn novel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like,
you can see you can see especially along here with Kenobi and.
Yeah, go down to the one thing. Go down to Fate of the Jedi. So that's right a little bit more. Look, there is no way in hell you should have 3 of the same damn novel. I'm sorry.
I think the only way you would have been able to is growing up in the time when they were out and making sure you pre-ordered and got them all.
So basically he's got the full hardback, and then he's got the book club edition, and then it looks like the paperback.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it's just like very weird. It's just like, why do you? There's no reason to. I mean, sure, having the hardback, that's good to have.
Yeah.
But having 3 of them, it's just like, no.
I'm even considering selling my extra copy of Heir to the Empire since I got the 20th anniversary edition.
Yeah, the thing is with me with that, I'm always going to keep the my paperback version of that because it's a legend where it's the whole spread of that nice artwork over the covers.
Yeah, true.
So that 20th anniversary.
The other
edition,
thing
I'll
is that my other Heir to the Empire is just a paperback next to 2 hardcovers of the sequels. So. Yeah. The less fun. I might as well show my collection. I'll turn off screen share for the moment.
Here, I'm going. Speaking of which, I'm going to also be right back. While you share off your collection, I'm going to put back the stuff for my collection, take a picture, and I will send it basically to your Discord. And
cool.
Yeah, all right, I'll be back in a second.
So where have I got this again?
All right.
Going to the collection. So my Star Wars bookshelf. If I load it up, come on, open. And then I can screen share, application window. It's not showing it, it's showing entire screen. Share, alrighty. So that's my collection there, minus the newer Boba Fett #4. As you can see up the top, I've separated the new canon novels. So that's all the main new canon novels as far as I'm aware, other than the new ones coming out soon. And then as we go into this, oops, that's... Yeah, I might as well show this. I did it before and after. And, oh, what's this doing? I did a before and after image. So, I've got, this is in 2016, and this is in soonish. But if I can go back to this, oh, damn it. So, yeah, close that silly thing. If I can zoom in, here we go. So I've got the lines starting at Dawn of the Jedi, through to Sister's Deception, then it's pretty much the start of the Clone Wars at the end of there. And if I can show that, yep. And then I've just gotten hardcovers where I can. So yeah, that doesn't have the extra Boba Fett #5, and Boba Fett #4 goes here. And these are organised, the majority of them, with the Essential Reader's Companion cross-reference with a couple of other timelines, like the Wikipedia one, and the, especially for the Episode 1 adventures, they're hard to place. So, especially for those and some harder ones. Why is this freezing? This appears to be freezing. So yeah, I've got my backup internet going now, so that should work. I was in the middle of showing my collection, and I believe that I should turn screen share on again, and I don't know why that's not showing that, but anyway. I have this one. So yeah, the Episode 1 adventures are harder to place because the Essential Reader's Companion doesn't have them. They've got, interestingly, the only part where it explains Jar Jar's backstory. If I double click up here, they've got Jar Jar's backstory in the last couple of books. And yeah, I forget where it froze exactly, but I've got this. I've organised things with the Essential Reader's Companion for the most part, and cross-reference with some other works. People have done timelines and stuff. There's my 20th anniversary Heir to the Empire there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Turn on the camera. Yeah, that works. So yeah, that's that. Is there anything else I want to show while I'm here? I may as well go through some of my other collection. So I'll chuck this back on. So I've got DVDs. I'll wait and talk about this. So there's Boba Fett and the Jaina Solo Black series and the Revan Black series, which is cool. This is actually a quilt my mum made.
Almost ready.
That's alright. It's cool. And there's my collection. There's just the Expanded Universe before and after. There's my Jedi cosplay. SFX Images at Oz Comic Con did that. And yeah, I've got pictures of my collection. There's some other resource books. Family Feud. What have I got here? So there I've got the Souls Vault. I've got a Revan mask I want to use with the cosplay one day when I get around to it. An Obi-Wan Kenobi figure, and I've got the old Jason and Jaina figures that are behind me when I turn the camera on. This is awesome. I have a page of the Rainbow Script from Empire Strikes Back. If you don't know what a Rainbow Script is, then it's basically you have the white script, which is the first script you get given, and then as they make changes, they give the people who need it different coloured pages to know which parts have changed. And so this is awesome. This is actually something I found in the Caribbean islands in St. Martin, which was an awesome find. It was the Yoda Guy exhibit, if you're ever visiting there. There's my Sales PlayStation 4 and my comics. They're not very appealing to the eye because I've got them in plastic pockets. And figurines, I can show off figurines more here because I laid them out when I took the picture properly. Is that I got a heap of this Legacy collection on eBay for a cheap price for them all, which is awesome.
I didn't know you got all of those.
Yeah.
What?
I've got
who's that at the top left?
Top left.
Right beside Thrawn.
There.
Besides Chewbacca. No.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca. I believe that's a Luke Skywalker. Yeah, it looks like it.
Wait, I think that Space Trooper... Did they reuse the mold for that Space Trooper? I want to say that they reused that mold from the Power of the Force line. I could be wrong.
I haven't seen all those figures, to be honest. And then I got Souls the card game, even though I can't play it very often with people. And Monopoly, because Monopoly. So I had a fun bit where my internet cut out for a moment because of storms.
Storms? Oh, jeez.
Because there's storms around here and they go down the line. But anyway, there's my Jedi cosplay, which I got the picture taken at Oz Comic Con last year, which is awesome.
It is.
Before and after shots, because I think it looks cool. I explained that it was 2016 was the before versus now. It just doesn't have recent
actually
editions.
That is... Wait, go back. When did you start collecting, do you think?
So this photo is from 2016.
Okay, that's 2016. All right. I started collecting, it's now been a year now.
Then I've got my full shelf here. I went through, and that's where it cut out. This is the quilt my mum made for me, which is awesome.
It is.
So I may as well show you. And then I've got these ones here.
I'm glad. Wait, hold up. Okay, I need to get the Jaina one. I need to get the Jaina.
I think Jaina Solo would be my favourite figure at the moment.
Hold up. I'm going to send you something really fast. Gonna have to go
these are the DVDs I've got. I got these a while ago.
I need to get the Star Wars Saga on Blu-ray. Oh, I was going to ask. Is that the one, complete season 1 through 5, the art book? How good is that art book? Are you good?
I got the box set from JB Hi-Fi.
Alright.
I don't think
I thought that came with the... Alright.
I didn't get one with an art book.
Okay.
I was going to talk... I took a photo of this. This is why you can't ignore the Clone Wars in the expanded universe.
You honestly can't. Okay. I'm going to say, the one problem I do have with the Clone Wars would probably be Aura Singh without using the Force or lightsabers. But then again, I can see why.
I can see why. I could see that a lot of them, zoom in on this part for emphasis, They have them teamed up with other bounty hunters, so she might not be wanting to show it off as much. To reveal
exactly that too. Because then
so there can be headcanon explanations for it. And yeah.
Exactly.
Photos like that. It's cool. I don't think that's that. Turn on camera. I'll go back here.
I'm gonna show you something that involves that Jaina action figure. Let me just see if I could find it, which I probably can pretty easily. Right here. Copy image address, and let's see if this sends you. All right.
Better have a look. See then. Cool. Oh yeah, that's one of the shots from it.
That is from Star Wars Celebration when they first unveiled that figure.
So what's awesome about Jaina Solo figure is that you can take the helmet off and you can take the flight jacket off, and it's like a combat suit.
Really, you can take that off?
Yeah, and it's awesome. Oh, do I have a picture saved? Oh, I did have a picture at one point with Jaina Solo, and I took off everything and took a photo, but I don't seem to be able to find it easily.
That didn't sound right.
Oh yes, because we all do that with our dolls.
God, hold up.
And then yeah, this is your collection here, I guess.
Yeah, hold up. I'm just grabbing one thing.
So if I open this properly, I can show that off properly, rather than it being a half thing. And let's get you back to size.
I just grabbed two things, and I'm gonna just eBay check them here in a little bit anyway. So yeah, this is my collection. So let me.
I'm going to just show it if I can. Which one's the right screen? Damn it! I think it's that one. Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, and it should be a 4K picture, so it should be when you zoom in, it should be.
Zooms in on the halo.
Yeah. Actually, that visual guy's been through hell and back.
Yeah, it might be opening it through Discord. It might not send it in 4K.
Wait. Just there should be a zoom button, like that you just press on the image.
I opened the link so that I could show it full screen properly. But I can have a look here. If I click this and then
If not, I can just
that's all right.
turn on screen share.
I'll just show it on here with screen share unless you want to.
I can. Hold up. Let me just switch back over, share the screen, and I'll just do this.
Cool. And yeah, that's much better.
Out. So, all right. So essentially, hold up.
Everything in chronological order, as best you know how.
It is all in chronological order, and honestly, when you have, it's actually very interesting when you have different size media like DVD cases and everything. It just gives a really nice shape to everything.
The only annoying thing I find, like you see there, is I have to bring some of the smaller books forwards a bit so that it's in line with the front to take a better photo.
Yeah, I know.
That's
you should know what that first book is. Yeah, you should know what that first book is, though. That's pretty simple. I think the last book I'm gonna buy is Crucible. Just kind of like
because it was the last one chronologically. Yeah, I think the last one that was actually the last novel chronologically.
Yeah. So, okay. Of course, we got the Revan figure. He's kind of blocking my KOTOR 2 box. So, basically, beforehand, it was like a weird CD case there. So now that they match, I'm just like, yes. So this is actually really weird. That I was really considering, should I leave this here, this Jedi versus Sith, or should I go and put it down here in kind of like this Infinity section? Not all Tales are Infinities, by the way. It's just where I put stuff that.
Well, I put the Infinities, the main ones, by where the. Well, I've slotted them in where the movies are because that's the Infinities ones there.
Let's see. I'm missing one more Dawn of the Jedi, and then I have that whole era done because I have all the short stories for that.
Nice.
I'm kind of working on Tales of the Jedi. 2 of those in there are the Free and Nat Uprising comics because the trade for that it also goes for a lot. So I just decided, hey, I'll just buy the comics instead, singles. I have 3 of the Knights of the Republic comics. That's issue 9 there, and those are 1 and 2. Revan, Thread of Peace. Let me see. There should be 2 of the Jedi Apprentice books in there. Girls Rule, Obi-Wan.
Don't forget
Jedi Power Battles.
Don't forget Jedi Apprentice has a couple of the special editions that they called books on the end.
Yeah, I should have. They had a Jedi Quest special edition yesterday. I found I need to pick it up, but I'm not going to yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's kind of hard to see because of the light. That's Racer Revenge. This is Star Wars Connect, which actually I have to move Star Wars Connect down.
I can actually show you afterwards. I'll show you some games that I've got.
Right. Racer Revenge is actually really fun.
I may as well show the relevant one to that now. I have a disc for Star Wars Racer for PC. Hang on. I'll just chuck me up there. I've got Star Wars Racer. If I can turn it around the right way to look at it.
I do like Star Wars Racer. I have it for the N64 though.
And
so it's the
oldie joystick.
Where's my oldie? No, wait, I've got it.
But I think I can't really install it off the disc. I can take the files from it and try and install it, but I have to download a patch from the internet.
Yeah. Hey, listen. That is not a ye olde joystick. This is a ye olde joystick.
Oh yeah.
Like this, so old. It's just I don't
I was thinking.
It's so old. It's so old. It's got a freaking serial port on it. So.
Oh well, yeah, that beats it. But I was thinking ye olde joystick because I've had it for ages since I played that for the first time.
It's compatible with an Apple IIe, Apple IIc, Apple IIgs, and IBM PC, XT, and AT.
Yeah. I'll actually show these discs a bit now, if you want to have a look. I've got Anakin Speedway.
Oh my god.
Lucas learning for days. I've got Star Wars Pit Droids.
Do you have DroidWorks?
And that's the last one, Star Wars Droid Works.
Oh my god!
I've installed it on this computer and it works. Just off of the files from the disc.
But the real question is, does it work very good? Because I've heard very conflicting reports on how well that actually does.
I think it works as well as it originally ran.
Yeah. So, not that good.
But it's still playable. I might actually record it for YouTube and play the missions at one point.
That would actually be really interesting because I don't see a lot of that. So, let me go back here to the collection.
Yeah.
All right. So, hold up. Right here. So, it's very interesting. I don't know if you remember these. These were out like during Revenge of the Sith and a little bit after.
I was too young, I think, to really pay attention to a lot of the collectibles.
Yeah, it's weird. It's I forget. It was like Unleashed battles or something. I don't know. It was weird. I can't remember all of it. Let me see. I've got 2 of the Clone Wars games. Right there is Jedi Alliance, and right there is Lightsaber Duels for Wii.
Cool.
I need to get the Republic Heroes.
Oh yeah, I've got that on Steam.
Yeah. So I found more of these Clone Wars comics yesterday too.
Oh.
Yeah, I found more of those at another half price books, like a lot of them for like $4. That's like, I want to get them, but I don't want to spend a ton of money right now. So I passed on them, but I know that they probably will not go for a while, and they're pretty new there. So I'm not too worried about them yet. So you were asking like where I place stuff with Clone Wars. This is basically how I place it.
About with all the extra books in between it, because it has basically adaptations of the episodes for some of the books.
Yes, some of them do. And those are on my collection list too, but I'm gonna have to get those. So this is where I place everything, just in general. So what's funny about Dark Rendezvous? They put that later on the timeline.
I might just
in action,
chuck up this picture again and say that these middle ones are the ones that are adaptations of the episodes.
Yes, those ones are. These ones are all adaptations. So, yeah. That's from. You know what's funny? Go down to Secret Missions.
Yeah.
So you read Shadows of the Empire, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know who Spiker is. You know who Spiker is?
It's been ages.
He might not.
I don't think I've encountered yet.
I don't think he was in the novel. I could be wrong.
I've read the novel. I have played the game. I should read the comic.
The comics are pretty good. I'm gonna just check here and see if it was in the novel. Yeah, he was mentioned in the novel. So basically, Spiker is a. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, I just thought I'd do that.
All right. I might have to.
This is interesting. There's 2 of me and one's time delayed.
Okay, yeah. Now, what's interesting is, okay. Okay. So basically, what's interesting is, there's infinite of you now.
Fractals of me,
yeah. What's interesting is, I'm gonna get to it.
One of these days.
Okay, let's checking something. Is that? Wait, hold up. Okay. Wait, can you see this?
Yeah, I'm looking at your shelf, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, okay. So basically, if you look up Spiker in... Thank you, Cowboy Cam. If you look up Spiker, he's a Chislak swoop ray who works for Jabba. And basically, Ryder Wyndham suggested to Leland Chee, keeper of the Holocron continuity database, that Spiker could be an adult of Nuru from the Secret Mission books.
They mentioned Big Giz's swoop gang in the Mandalorian armor as well.
Exactly. He's part of that. And that even leads credence to Big Giz being, I think, in the other books like that.
No. That makes sense.
Okay. So in his headcanon, that those two characters are the same. And honestly, it would be interesting for that to be the case. Just because. All right, so anyway, back to this.
The question I find with if there's Chiss before the Thrawn trilogy is how many people actually knew that Chiss existed?
As far as I'm aware, there were only well, I'm guessing they became kind of a lost species after the Old Republic era.
No,
because they were in.
They work on Hoth for the Empire. I remember that.
Yeah. So between then and then, they are kind of a lost species.
So from some of the it's saying Mandalorian mentioned only, it must just be Big Giz.
That what?
For Spiker, it's saying in appearances he's mentioned in the Mandalorian armor, but I don't remember a character of that name being actually mentioned in it.
Spiker?
So it might be the gang in general.
No, he's mentioned.
Okay.
He's mentioned in the Mandalorian.
Why didn't I pick that up? Okay.
It's weird. But anyway. Let me go here.
I better be heading off soon.
Yeah, I know. This will probably be one of the last things we talk about. If you can see here, I did custom covers for the prequel movies. I was going to do them for the original trilogy, but I kind of ran out of time with that. And I'm still something I can go back to, so it's not really an issue. All right.
So yeah, I pretty much I looked at the Essential Reader's Companion and put the Clone Wars stuff where he had it, other than he doesn't have everything. So I cross-referenced.
Oh, that's what. Thank you. I was going to talk about something. You just put me back on track. So,
and I'm just going to share that.
So the thing about Dark Rendezvous is they don't say that Anakin is a knight, and they don't say he's a Padawan. But in the book, he works with Obi-Wan. So it's up to interpretation on when that book actually takes place. They have it dated for 1980.
So this is where I have it here is where the Essential Reader's Companion has it.
Right. They would have that there. So that's it's interesting placement, but yeah.
As far as I know, that's an official source of where it goes, so I stick by that. But the one that I've had the most trouble with chronologically was Honor Among Thieves.
Really?
Because there's a quote in it from Han Solo that says it must take place within a year from A New Hope.
Yeah.
But the Essential Reader's Companion has it later. No, it doesn't have it, sorry. Wikipedia on the actual page has it later, but in the Legends timeline list it has it right on 1 BBY, or 0 BBY, I should say. 1 ABY, if I can English. But reading it, that's where I found is best placed it, because that Galaxy of Fear novel takes place at 1 ABY. And that's just before.
What? Honor Among Thieves came out after the...
It's the last novel published.
Oh. Alright.
So that's why it's harder to place.
Wait, was it? I thought Crucible was.
Crucible is the last novel chronologically. But Honor Among Thieves was the last novel published. But they came out...
Okay.
Honor Among Thieves came out in 2014. And Crucible's 2013.
Okay. So the real question is here. If you go back up.
Yeah.
To your one thing. To Empire and Rebellion. The real question is, where do you put Heir to the Jedi?
Wrong photo, hang on.
It's not the wrong photo. Because I
Up
don't know
here.
if you heard about this. I don't know if you heard about this. But have you heard about this?
I might have, but just say it anyway for the listeners.
Yeah, fair enough. Heir to the Jedi was originally supposed to be the third book in the trilogy, which was Empire.
Empire and Rebellion with Razor's Edge, Honor Among Thieves, and Heir to the Jedi.
And, okay, so apparently, was I talking to you about this, or was I talking to someone else about
could have been someone else. Could have been me.
I think it was. It might have been Cowboy Cam or something like
he's pretty good too. Discord. I don't know if he does this sort of thing.
He said that I asked him about 3 novels that came out, like directly after the I call it the buyout.
Yeah.
And that would be Tarkin, Lords of the Sith, and Heir to the Jedi.
So yeah, oops.
And
there's Tarkin, Lords of the Sith, and Heir to the Jedi there, yeah.
Yeah. So I double confirmed with him he's read them. And have you read all 3 of those?
I haven't read any of these novels other than The Force Awakens novelization and Aftermath.
All right. So
and
what
then
he said
I decided to go back and go through the expanded universe.
Right. All right. So what he said was Tarkin, and a lot of people in the EU will say that Tarkin can fit within the EU because Tarkin was being written before, again, the buyout. Yeah. Tarkin was being written, and it was meant to fit within the EU continuity. Also, apparently, Tarkin later has conflictions with Catalyst and how the Death Star is constructed. With layer material.
So
like that.
I think that these ones I call pseudo canon. It's that they were originally written for the expanded universe, and then they changed some parts of them for the new canon.
Yeah.
When they were published, but I think they created more contradictions because Tarkin's contradicted later by something else in the new canon.
Exactly.
But I think they just didn't have a plan for or they didn't bother to line it up.
So what's interesting about Lords of the Sith is that apparently Lords of the Sith, it takes place I think it's 5 BBY.
Okay.
I'm going to check, but I don't know. My mouse is acting up. Hold up. I think my whole keyboard's acting up. Hold up.
I might put my face back on the camera.
I would, but I would on my end, but it's... Why does this do this? My keyboard, hates my computer.
Maybe it's time for a new keyboard.
The thing is with this keyboard, I bought it 2-3 years ago. It shouldn't be doing that.
No. It's like my microphone shouldn't be causing issues with my laptop.
Exactly.
But my laptop doesn't like it. I'll plug it into another computer, works fine. Just fun behind the scenes facts there for anyone listening.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a proper podcast or anything without some technical issues.
I've got a custom built desktop computer down south. Should be easier.
So it's down south.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It's in Port Germain, actually, which is an hour.
Port Germain.
Which is.
So why is it there?
Oh, my grandparents are there.
Oh, okay. So it's here. I'm gonna just turn on this camera.
So I'm sorting some stuff with my grandparents, and then I'm going to be moving
when you move
over,
out,
which is cool.
So you're getting your own place, or is it just?
I think it'll be a shared rental place.
All right.
So that'll be good. But I'll be able to just say, no, I'll allocate some more time to be able to do this sort of stuff, which is cool. And yeah.
Let me see if I can find here. So apparently, where Lords of the Sith is placed, and I put this in my kind of like books to get. Both Lords of the Sith and Tarkin take place in spots that previously were not taken up in EU.
Okay.
I've talked
to Cam a decent bit about how he mixes the canons, so it's interesting.
Which it is interesting, but at the same time, it doesn't. You know,
I don't like the mixed canons.
Think it works. Yeah, I think with those novels, though, they're the exception, simply because I feel it could work. So basically,
Tarkin at that time probably should have mentioned Darla, though, shouldn't it?
See, I would replace maybe. I think Sloane is in one of these novels, Lord's of the Sith.
Aftermath.
So
got Ray Sloane or whatever.
Yeah. So Tarkin takes place 14 BBY, which nothing took place there in the EU, and then Lords of the Sith took place 15 BBY. And the only thing that took place there would be the droids TV show.
Which George Lucas used a lot of things from that, like he got the Grievous bike and stuff from that, which is awesome.
It is.
And I can provide links to the playlist for the Droids TV show in the description.
Do it. When I went to Celebration, I got this. And that can be another giant discussion topic, is Celebration and all that. But
yeah, I feel kind of left out with those because I don't have Celebration. Other than some news that comes out of it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you don't miss too much. Nowadays, you don't miss too much. No EU news, nothing.
Other than support the Twin Suns Foundation.
Yeah. Actually, I think I went to their thing. I don't know if they had it there. They might have. It's hard to say. But got this. I think this goes for $100 maybe. But this I really do like. These are rare, and they sold out of these during the thing.
Okay, I'll see if I can bring that up bigger.
Which is the program guide. I'm going to quickly look this up. Let me see. I'm going to go on eBay really fast and see how much these are going for. Mine will probably go for more money because it has something inside of it. Orlando 2017. Hold up.
Oh, by the way, I better go soon. So
all right,
this might be the last topic bit.
Yeah, I figured it would be. Star Wars Celebration commemorative guide. So another thing that's interesting is that I actually have something else. I've got Celebration 5 footage from Star Wars Celebration 5. And that is interesting because in Celebration 5, these DVDs, they weren't taken by me, but my grandmother found them.
Okay.
At like a yard sale. So I need to check what's on those DVDs and I might upload those to YouTube.
Nice.
Apparently, one of them has a Ray Park interview on it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So it would be. I'm curious.
I've started a Star Wars interviews playlist, but I haven't trawled through every single thing to add them all to it. Because I'll just sort of be interesting to chuck them all together.
So this guide is going for about $25. Honestly, I was very rare. Okay. So that's going for that, which honestly, but this would probably go for more. Simply because it has signatures from all of the artists except for what's his name in here? Jason Palmer. It has all the artists that were there.
Nice.
So I've got Matt Bush's in here. I've got Jeff Carlisi, which he did the Star Wars RPG illustrations.
Isn't Daenerys Targaryen Khaleesi?
No. No, I wish. Katie Cook's in here too. So that's interesting. Joe Hogan, which if you haven't checked his art out, please do.
I don't know a lot about the artist, but I think because I read more of the comics, when I read stuff now, I'll do reviews, and when I go back to reading some of them, I'll take more notice. Because before I've just read them and enjoyed them.
Actually, I've got Joe Hogan's art print from Celebration right there, so that's his art print. It's called Django's Finest.
Nice.
I also have the person, the Haynes manuals that I just showed. I got his signature who did some of the illustrations for those, which is Chris Reef.
Nice.
And my most valuable signature in here would be can you guess what Star Wars artist you think I have in here? Who's probably the most well-known, who can draw realistic?
I can't even think of names at the moment.
I've got Chris Travis in here.
Doesn't ring a bell, to be honest. But that's
he does the illustrations.
Because I haven't been as much of a comic guy, I haven't paid attention to the artists.
He doesn't do comics. He does like the really fine art, like he does
yeah.
He's like
I've seen some of that.
Yeah. Don't know how much this goes for, but I can check later. But
I think as far as signatures, I'd say the one on my page of the Rainbow script is there. If I can take this up for it. There we go. Look, that's got Jeremy Bullock's signature on it.
He's no longer going to conventions.
And Nick Maley is the place I got it from. He's one of the people who worked on the animatronics. And he's got a little exhibit set up in St. Martin in the Caribbean. And that's where I got the page of the Rainbow script, which it took 38 years for him to get them, apparently.
Holy shit! Guess how much this is going for now?
I don't know.
200. It's past the $200 mark.
Lego's expensive.
No, it really is. This is number 539. I won it in a raffle.
Nice. That's always the good ones.
Yeah, you know what'd be funny? Finding like one like a number that's just like right after mine. That would be very interesting. But
I've got some
I
old
mean,
Star Wars Lego. If I look in the Lego bin and I don't have the packaging because I was a kid.
I kept usually all my boxes. I
I
don't know
was a
why,
kid,
just in
so
case.
I was the one
So
that'd take them out, put them together, and chuck them in the box with all the other Lego.
that's a cool thing. But I think that's all for this session. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing more. We need to get Daniel on here.
Yeah.
Because he, well, what would you call him? I don't want to call him lazy or anything, but I bet I could have gotten
He's
Daniel
been
on
hard
here.
to organise a time with. I'll just say that. For me, anyway.
Yeah, I guess that is true. That's weird. I've never seen that.
Because I'm not sure what time zone he's in either. Because he could be busy with real life, like. Yeah, I don't know what he does.
Actually, no. His time zone is ahead of mine. So basically, when we started this, it was morning here. I think it was around 8 o'clock when we started.
Okay. It was about 11 o'clock here at night.
Yeah, so it's been about 2 hours. So for Dan, it would have been 10 o'clock for him when we started. So I don't know if he was busy. I know I talked to him this morning. So I might have.
And I'm not sure how much of an inclination towards doing this he has as well. So yeah. We'll see.
Well,
hopefully he'll join us later.
This is always fun.
And hopefully we can get in contact with some other EU fans and stuff and have good chats.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to having Matt Wilkins on, but I feel like, I'd rather have people on like around our age,
Fair enough.
Like kind of the young adult crowd.
If he was
Matt's
on, maybe if we got him for one session, that'd be fine,
right.
But not as a I don't think he'd be able to do a regular with us anyway, so.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I'll link his YouTube channel in the description because we mentioned him.
Yeah, we will. We're going to be nice. So I'll probably be uploading this later today or something. I won't take this into the editing room simply because I don't think it's necessary. It's pretty much. These are always good because it's minimal.
I need to edit part out because I had internet trouble.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'll just chop that bit out and then that'll be fine.
And you could always upload that chop bit out, being like behind the scenes or something, or like, in the medium. But yeah.
Yeah. It's just a whole lot of it trying to load.
Yeah. All right. So that will be this episode for now, and I want to try and do this more weekly based. I know you're going to start being busy again with your stuff.
I'm not sure how often I'll be able to do it. For the next 2 months, I'm quite busy. Yeah. So after that, I'll just have to sort myself out and see.
After that 2 months, we'll try and make it more regular. But for now, this is good enough.
We could just start slow and say maybe monthly.
Yeah, we could. All right. So
cool.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
I changed my YouTube name and I gotta go through rebranding and stuff. So
cool.
I'm changing it to the Holocron. I think HolocronKeeper.
HolocronKeeper.
Yeah, HolocronKeeper.
Or Evan, whichever.
Yeah. So that's what I'm changing.
I'm Callum Johns.
So thanks for watching this first inaugural episode.
Yeah.
And
we'll see how it goes from here. Feedback is appreciated.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
Bye.
And may the 4th be with you.